And Dorian's affecting travel across Florida. I'm Channing Frampton live at Southwest Florida International Airport. I'll show you how airlines are trying to make it easier for you to travel this weekend. Yeah, things actually looking pretty good here, Lindsay. The departure board, everything says on time except for one flight on JetBlue. It was supposed to leave at 2:16 today. Now it says it's going to leave at 3:40 p.m. And the arrival board is looking pretty good as well. Most of these flights on time. Security is not a problem this morning either. Take a look down here. No lines at the security checkpoint. So Southwest Florida International looking pretty good. Airlines are sending out alerts to passengers traveling through Florida, though. It's home to 4 of the nation's biggest airports. Southwest Airlines just announced today through Friday they're waiving a $95 pet fare for customers traveling with small vaccinated domestic dogs or cats to and from Fort Myers. I checked with Miami International Airport, and with the high volume of travelers, they are telling you to arrive at least 2 hours ahead of your flight and to follow up with your airline on potential delays. Just hours ago, as Lindsay mentioned, Orlando International Airport, they said they're going to continue with their normal operations. They had originally planned to shut down due to the storm, but with the change in plans and the updated forecast, they're making sure people can get through easily. On Friday, the big carriers started offering waivers, allowing passengers to change their flights throughout Florida without penalty. American Airlines is offering waivers to 13 of the 16 airports they serve through Florida, including Fort Myers. But with Dorian still about a day or so away, some flyers still making their getaway now.
I was really worried about having to change my flights and all of my hotels being canceled and stuff like that. But I'm going to be leaving earlier than the hurricane gets there.
Dorian's also affecting flights in and out of Punta Gorda. Allegiant says service may be disrupted there, along with Sarasota and St. Petersburg this weekend. So check with your airline if you plan on traveling today. I'm going to keep an eye on this flight board and let you know if we do have any delays with arrivals or departures here locally coming up throughout the rest of this morning. Live at Southwest Florida International Airport, Channing Frampton, Wink News Now. Yeah, it's been a pretty quiet morning so far here at RSW. I'm looking at the departure board. There's only one flight on JetBlue to Boston. It's been delayed about an hour and 10 minutes or so. The arrival board looks really good here as well. All the planes coming into Southwest Florida, they are on time this morning. Now, airlines are sending out alerts to passengers traveling through Florida, home to 4 of the nation's biggest airports. Southwest Airlines just announced today through Friday they are waiving that $95 pet fare for customers traveling with small, vaccinated domestic dogs or cats to or from Fort Myers. I also checked with Miami International Airport. With the high volume of travelers this weekend, they're asking you to expect to arrive at least 2 hours before your flight and follow up with your airlines for potential delays. On Friday, the big carriers started offering waivers, allowing passengers to change their flights through Florida airports without penalty. And American Airlines is offering waivers to 13 of the 16 airports they serve throughout Florida, including the one here in Fort Myers. But with Dorian still just a couple hundred miles offshore, passengers aren't taking any chances.
I was really worried about having to change my flights and all of my hotels being canceled and stuff like that. But I'm going to be leaving earlier than the hurricane gets there.
Dorian's also affecting flights in and out of Punta Gorda. Allegiant says service may be disrupted in Sarasota, Punta Gorda, and St. Petersburg. So regardless of who you're flying with, make sure you check ahead of time to make sure that you're aware of any delays or cancellations. We're going to keep an eye on these flight boards for you throughout the day to let you know of any changes here in Southwest Florida. Live at Southwest Florida International Airport, Channing Frampton, Wink News Now.